本当の僕を知らない奴に何を言われても構わないけど君を傷つける全ては許さない Just keep comes alive decide
Shalom and good day all, this is Tahilin29 back again for another anime review for episodes 3 and 4 of Blue Exorcist Season 3, and I must admit I have already finished watching episode 3, so I'll be covering parts of episode 4 as I watch it, and the day of this recording is Tuesday of this week, so by the time this recording goes up, it will probably be around Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, so around the weekend, as I've got planned. So moving into episode 3 and its synopsis for this particular episode. It's called the True Cross Academy Festival. The True Cross Academy is busy with preparations for the school festival, and Renzo Shima and Rin are trying to find someone to which they can go to the festival dance with. Now, in the beginning of this episode, we do end up going to one of the True Cross locations, to which they are talking about a possible Illuminati insider that has gotten within the organization. We then move into the next part of the scene, or the next part of the story, which brings us into some of the things that are happening at the True Cross Academy itself, to which we get to catch up with the cram school students such as Rin, Okamura, of course Yukio. Not only that, we also get to see Shimi, who is now basically a permanent attendee now at the True Cross Academy, because she has passed certain exams that she needed to pass with the help of Yukio. And while she's here, she also learns that there is a True Cross Academy important dance that is happening. Whilst we learn that she wants to ask Yukio to the dance, we also learn that Rin wants to ask Shimi to the dance. And whilst he tries to get the chance to ask her out, she basically opens up that she wants to actually ask Yukio out to the dance, to which puts Rin himself in a bit of a dilemma and unable to, in a way, ask her out to the dance. We do get to see some discussion between like some of the other classmates with Shimi, but we also get to see what's also happening with the character of Yukio in this, to which she gets a visit from Shura, and then not long after he gets his visit from Shura, Shura gets a visit from Mephistopheles, aka Samael, within the story. So as things continue and they prepare for the festival, we then move a little bit further into the story. As we advance further into the story for this 20-something minutes, or about 23 minutes overall, we get to see Izumo, who is asked to help out in an event, only to get a visit from Nemu Takara. And we know that Nemu Takara reveals something to her in relation to her past. And I must admit, this character, yes, he does come off as suspicious. Is he the insider? Now, it's been a while since I've read this part of the manga. And if I remember in this, actually, if I talk about it, I'm probably going to give away spoilers. So, but he is a character that does actually make an appearance in the second season, but he's also brought in the first season. So I'll now move on to watching episode 4, and after episode 4, I'll continue on this review. But for the synopsis for episode 4, it is titled Insider. Sorry about that. With Arthur A. Angel and Lewin Lightning capture a spy hiding among the Knights of the True Cross, and I don't know what the additional stuff says here, care of Crunchyroll, but we'll move on to that after I finish watching the episode and get to talk about it afterwards. So as episode 4 begins, we start to catch up with the character of Izumo Kamiki, and we see that she's in discussions with Nemu Takara, and whilst this is occurring, we then move to another scene which takes place at one of the True Cross Academy headquarters within the story, to which they have caught one of the Illuminati spies, to which they are trying to find out who or what the big event involves and who the target is. They do learn that the target in this particular event is actually Izumo, and because of that message, they then get in contact with Shura, to which Shura arranges to catch up with members of the cram school to help find where Izumo Kamiki is. So as they continue searching for Izumo, Renzo Shima is one of the first to find where Izumo is, only to find out that she is being attempted to be taken capture by Nemu Takara, who is in fact working for the Illuminati. Whilst this continues, they do summon some spirits, or Izumo summons her familiars, being Uki and Miki, and due to what they had to go up against, they end up being defeated by a mecha toy that is used against them. It's during this time to which Renzo Shima summons one of his spirits that's connected to him, to which we learn that this spirit that he uses has pretty much been with him since he was young, as he uses this particular spirit by the name of Yamataka to take on Nemu Takara's mech beasts, and also toys that are used as his summons against them. As the next 5 minutes pass in relation to this particular episode, we end up finding out who one of the members are that are actually working for the Illuminati. I won't give away any spoilers. Go check that out for yourself and get excited. As this is occurring, Rin feels something, I guess, spiritually within his gut, to which he runs towards a direction, to which he's followed by the rest of the cram school students who are also looking for Izumo Kamiki, who is now taken captive by the Illuminati in this particular time, only for things to get a little bit more spicy. Whilst this is occurring on the scene, Mephisto turns up, and we get a visit from this series version of Lucifer, and we get to see that he's the leader of the Illuminati within this particular world, along with some of the members who also work alongside him, who have also been wanting to take Izumo Kamiki as a hostage to use for their event. As the next 5 minutes passed, we learn that the character of Lucifer has now declared a declaration of war on the Knights of the True Cross within the story, and we see this takes place with some certain things that are presently in the air. And whilst this is occurring, Mephisto sets Yukio Okamura to take the group of which he calls the XYs, which consists of basically Koneko, Ryuji, and whoever else that made up of the Cram class that they attend, and will be used to safely return Kamiki Uzumo back to the school. But whilst this is occurring, one of the things that we learn of Lucifer's plans within this story is that whilst he has also destroyed the barrier, he also wants to destroy a barrier, or basically open up a portal to which both Asaya and Gehenna are basically mixed in between, and he sort of sees that as his true world of peace, with quite a bit of chaos. And as the episode finishes off, we now have Rin wanting to both save Shima, Renzo Shima, and bring them back to the True Cross Academy, along with Izumo Kamiki. So moving into the next thing, my afterthoughts in relation to these episodes. I must admit, I really quite enjoyed it. I will say one thing, this is actually very manga accurate in regards to what we see here take place in the story. For the next thing is that I really quite enjoyed the main characters as well as the supporting characters in this. So jumping right into the next thing, and that is the area of the rating. So for the rating of the main characters, I give an 8 out of 10. For the supporting characters, it was actually really nice to see the character of Lucifer, who is also in the manga, make an appearance in this, and we get to see basically his goals being put out within the story, that he wants to basically bring back Daddio, which is Satan within the story. And of course we learn Samael is against the idea. So we do get to see a conflict of their characters, which is really good. So for the supporting characters, I give an 8 out of 10. Moving into the next thing, which is the area of animation. Again, it's quite consistent, and it reminds me a lot of the animation that was actually seen in the first season, and also with little snippets connected to the second season. For that, I give an 8 out of 10. Next is the area of the soundtrack. The soundtrack, I don't know how they do it, but I'm always enjoying it when it plays through. That includes for the opening and ending tracks that are connected to the story. So for that, also an 8 out of 10. But take note, it is subject to change as we start to reach the end of, or as we start to reach the episodes towards the end of the season. And last but not least, the area of the story, to which I also give an 8 out of 10. If there's something that you enjoyed in these episodes, there is actually something that I did like in episode 3, which I didn't bring up when I was talking about episode 3, and that was something that Shimi did with both Yukio and Rin. When they decided to go to the dance together, and it was really nice to see that. Yes, it is manga accurate, and it's really nice to see when you see something from the manga being taken and put onto the screen, and I really enjoyed what they did there, because she wanted to see both of them happy, and so hence she got the dance with both Yukio as well as Rin. Well, until then, let's keep it colorful and have yourself an awesome day.
本当の僕を知らない奴に何を言われても構わないけど君を傷つける全ては許さない Just keep comes alive Decide 離れてる to say You're sad 止まらない距離感と日々 Get try 絶対誰かが描いた君顔探したってそれはいないもう絶えず心はもう思い通り動かなかも他の人と違うとこも近頃は扱い慣れてきた頃本当の僕を知らない奴に何を言われても構わないけど誰かが君の見方を間違えた時さえ